Um, well, every year, you set a list of goals. And our goals this past year were to improve our consistency and win in the championship. RJ Reynolds, thank you for all you've done over the past 33 years, and especially for this check. And finally, to all the families who give up so much throughout the year. And lastly, to all the fans, thank you very much.
A new era of NASCAR begins this weekend at Daytona. The NASCAR Nextel Cup Series has its inaugural event tonight, the 2004 Budweiser Shootout. Adam Petty on the pole with Ryan Newman to his outside.
Yeah, Nextel can't be too happy about that. Two rival cell phone companies on the front row. I tell you what though, my Nextel push-to-talk walkie-talkie is awesome. Although I don't know why you don't pick up when I try to buzz you on it, Bill.
Yeah, that is quite the mystery, Chip. I might have to get that checked out. I wonder why I'm not getting your calls. On a more serious note, further back in the field, Dale Earnhardt sports a special paint scheme tonight and throughout Speedweeks in tribute to the late Neil Bonnet, his close friend who is the most recent driver to pass away in a Nextel Cup race. Thanks to safety advances since Bonnet's death, we've lost no more drivers. We also see Jeff Burton in new colors there. The Square D sponsorship moves over from Kenny Wallace to the number 99 team. New colors for him, great to see. We also see Sunoco on board that 94 car to the outside of Terry Labonte. Terry retired from full-time Nextel competition, will make part-time starts in a 5th Hendrick car with number 5 coming over to that team and the 17 going to Ricky Hendrick. And as we mentioned earlier, the number 94, Jeffrey Bodine pilots that car tonight. We've got Elliott Sadler in there for the rest of the year. But yes, new sponsor Sunoco tried to make a bid to be the official fuel of NASCAR, but got outbid by 76. And at the tail of the field, we've got Jason Leffler, the new driver of the Haas CNC Racing Zero car. After his release from Joe Gibbs Racing, he had 4 poles in 2003, second most.
Yeah, Jason, obviously good at qualifying. The question is, where can he finish? So we'll find out here in just a moment. We're going to take the first green flag of the all-new NASCAR Nextel Cup Series.
Yes, we are racing at the World Center of Racing here in Daytona. The inaugural NASCAR Nextel Cup Series event is underway.
Great start there with Adam. He's got 4 Dodges there lined up on the inside. Himself, Tony Stewart, his teammate Ty Bodine there, and the 9 of Bill Elliott.
Yes, and speaking of which, good to see Bill back for another season in that number 9 Dodge. See, our defending Nextel Cup champion was 5th in line, now 4th in the line on the inside there, Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's also, like his father, in a special paint scheme for Speedweeks. Adam Petty now leads that outside line, but here comes Tony Stewart on his inside.
Yeah, and Tony's desperate for a win. He went winless in 2003, his first ever winless season in a Nextel Cup car. Tony looking to lead the first lap here of 2004 to change that a little bit. Of course, he's the 2001 winner of this event.
I don't know, it looks like that inside is prevailing early as here comes Bodine with Elliott in tow, followed by Earnhardt Jr. and his teammate Michael Waltrip.
Yeah, all them DEI cars always fast down here at Daytona Beach. Tell you what, the Dodge, they got a new nose on them Dodges this year, and they're mighty fast. What to see, a lot of good teams driving for Dodge. Here comes Michael going 3 wide at the bottom.
Yes, Waltrip goes to the bottom beneath his teammate Earnhardt Jr. and Adam Petty, although he is out there all alone. You see Atwood looking around back there, and Dave Blaney as well. Blaney now goes to the inside. Waltrip pulls up in front of his teammate to be second in line on the inside. It looks like Bodine is going to lead this lap here as well. Michael Waltrip and Todd Bodine still out front here at Daytona International Speedway, but here comes 2 new players in the fight. number 91 of Jeremy Mayfield, and the number 97 of Greg Biffle.
Yeah, they got a lot of help down there now. You see Michael's teammates, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Steve Park, helping them out. Meanwhile, that middle line's really deteriorated. It's just a 43 and a 42 with Kenny Irwin Jr. there. And Biffle's going to push Mayfield all the way to the lead.
Top to bottom for Mayfield, yes, he takes the lead down the front straightaway. He's going to lead at the line, but we are still 3 wide up front as Biffle goes to the middle. We go on board with Steve Park as he pushes his teammate Dale Earnhardt Jr. to the lead.
Yeah, watch out, boys. If Dale and Steve get to the front, those are 2 mighty fast race cars tonight.
Yes, they are, Chip. We head down the back straightaway. Park, sporting that new paint scheme for 2004, pushes his teammate to the lead. The defending Nextel Cup champion had 5 poles in 2003, the most of all drivers.
Yeah, he's pretty good at starting up front and pretty good at finishing up front.
Earnhardt Jr. now has a choice to make. Is he going to stick with his teammate or go up to the top and block Mayfield? It looks like he's going to go to the top. That has not been the move for most of the night, but there are some strong cars up there right now.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any good lane to be in right now. You see the middle lane's reformed a little bit. You got Biffle there. You got Jeff Gordon coming into view. Of course, he's got a new crew chief, Chad Canals, this year. Excited to see what they can do. And take a look at this. Steve Park now has the lead. He's got help from Atwood, Jimmy Johnson, and Ryan Newman, the man that won the most races last year.
Here goes Johnson 3 wide to the inside of Atwood and Biffle. Ryan Newman's going to help him out. 2 Chevrolets now out front, Johnson and Park. Johnson going to go to the bottom. Is he going to stick with Newman or is he going to try to block Park? We'll see.
Let's see, once again, top to bottom for Johnson. That's not been a move tonight. But we'll see here. He is on the outside. Here comes Newman back to the inside and Atwood with him.
Yes, 2 lines now, very orderly down the front and back straightaway. That does tend to benefit that outside line. It's when they start getting racier, things get crazy.
I don't know, though. Newman's got a good run, although he's got 3 Dodges probably ready to hang him out to drive there. That's on 3 different teams. We got Mayfield for Evernham. We got the 43 of Bowdown for the Petties, and then we got Kenny Irwin Jr., also a new paint scheme, driving for Chip Ganassi.
Yes, you're right, Chip. Yes, all those Dodges there, although it looks like it's going to be a Ford is the first one to go 3 wide. That's the 21 of Dave Blaney. He goes downstairs beneath Kevin Harvick and Tony Stewart.
Don't count out old Terry Labonte back there either. His teammate Jimmy Johnson continues to lead and takes the white flag here.
Yes, Johnson, that outside line is working for him, although we'll see what happens as things start to get a little squirrelier on the bottom.
Yeah, he's got a little gap there between him and the 1 car. Meanwhile, the 21 of Blaney continues to make progress. Could he maybe just pull this off?
Yes, I don't know, Chip. He is the defending winner of the Budweiser Shootout here at Daytona. Does not look like he's going to defend that title. It looks like it's going to be between Johnson, Newman, and maybe Atwood if he gets a run.
Yeah, Terry's down there helping out Blaine, but I don't think he's going to get there. It's going to be a drag race off of 4 here. Jimmy's going to have a run. It's going to be awfully close.
Too close to call at the line. Johnson got him.
Man, great job by Jimmy and that 48 team. I guess the outside did work out for him. I got to see a replay of that right here. Take a look at this. Drag race all the way back to the line, but man, 48 just barely edges them out.
All right, Chip, time to set the starting lineup for the 46th Daytona 500. We're here in Gatorade Twin 125 qualifier number 1. Bobby Labonte is your Daytona 500 pole setter. He is locked into that spot. Steve Park to his outside. Meanwhile, in the second row there, we have Shauna Robinson, who moves over to a 3rd car for Penske Racing. It's a newly merged operation with Jasper Motorsports this year. Excited to see what she can do in a good car.
Yeah, she had some good runs in a 3rd Penske car last year. So that should be exciting to see what she can do. Meanwhile, further back, we got Jerry Nadeau. New sponsor for him. We got Tony the Tiger on the hood of that 25 car.
Yes, Kellogg's moves to the 25 team, as the 17 team is the old 5 team. And then meanwhile, we've got Ward Burton here, his first season with Joe Gibbs Racing after 8 years at Bill Davis Racing. So excited to see what he does with his new opportunity. Further back, let's take a look at some of our part-time entries. But first, Bill Elliott, who returns to Evernham Motorsports on a 2-year deal through the end of 2005. Ended his long winless streak last year at Martinsville. But yes, we also take a look here. Mike Skinner returns to former team Richard Childress Racing after 2 years with AJ Foy Enterprises. That's just a limited Nextel Cup opportunity, but he's full-time in trucks with Kevin Harvick Incorporated.
Yeah, great deal for Mike there. Great looking car, by the way. I can see with all the camo on there.
Well, you should be able to see this one, Chip. Kurt Busch brings over Georgia Pacific as his new sponsor. And Robbie Gordon. He also in a second Target Dodge there to the outside of his teammate Stewart. Different looking paint scheme on that. He runs full-time in the kart series for Chip Ganassi Racing. But he once again is going to run some limited Nextel Cup races, including the double on Memorial Day weekend. We head back up front here where 2000 Nextel Cup Series champion Bobby Labonte and Steve Park lead them to the green flag to set the order for the 2004 Daytona 500. We are racing here at Daytona.
Two Pontiacs on the bottom, really working the weather well. Shauna in that 77. We've got to mention Scott Riggs back there, one of our rookies. Another Pontiac, keep an eye on him at the back. And meanwhile, we got Bill Elliott, first one down there to the inside 3 wide. And here comes Shauna with help from Dale Jr.
Yes, very impressive outing for Shauna there in the 77 car. Inside line a little more organized right now. You see there now is a gap between Kyle and Adam Petty. Kyle has to race his way into this Daytona 500. Expect him to be aggressive. Top 15 in this race are locked in. After that, we go to owner points. So Kyle almost certainly has to finish in the top 15. Here comes Shauna. She's seeking to return to the 500 after missing in 2003. She made the race in 2002.
Yeah, she, another one of those drivers, points a little questionable.
Robinson and Labonte still lead. Here comes Dale Earnhardt Jr. with help from Robbie Gordon on the inside. Robbie, another driver that must finish in the top 15 in this race, unless something really strange happens with the owner points.
Yeah, he's, that's good spot there for Robbie. Good spot there, C29 of Mike Skinner back there, too. We'll have to see. He is right on the bubble. Kyle Petty in a good spot there, that blue and red 34 car. Fourth in line there in the second row. Meanwhile, Robbie Gordon says, I don't want to just be in a show, I want to lead this thing.
Yes, Gordon goes to the inside of Earnhardt Jr. with help from Rusty Wallace. 3 Pontiacs, 3 wide there for the second position. Wallace, Robinson, and Labonte. And now Wallace trying to make it 3 wide for the lead here at Daytona with Earnhardt Jr. and Robbie Gordon.
Man, everyone is just jostling for position right now. We probably got the first 15 cars under a second right now. Well, take a look at this couple of them old veterans here. Rusty Wallace, Bill Elliott, they're going to draft for the lead. And tell you what, that's pretty amazing right there.
Yes, it is. And that inside line is starting to fall apart a little bit. That is going to hurt. Rusty Wallace still leading here in Twin 125 number 1. White flag in the air. You see behind him there. Looks like Mike Skinner is on the outside looking in right now. He is not in the top 15. He is currently not in the 500. Meanwhile, just ahead of him, Robbie Gordon does sit in a transfer spot right now, but it could be close.
Yeah, I'll tell you who's in a good spot. That's Kyle Petty. He's in the top 10 right now. He could even lose a couple. Say Jeff Gordon, Ricky Rudd here, get a good run. He'll be okay. It's going to be awfully close for that 39 car. And unfortunately, he's looking for 29. His hopes of making a 500 might just be over.
Yes, he's getting railroaded by more cars there. You see Riggs gets by him. Here comes Jeff Burton and Jerry Nadeau. Meanwhile, we're going to have a drag race back to the line here. Mark Martin trying to pass Rusty Wallace. But Rusty Wallace is going to get the victory here in Twin 125 number 1. The 1989 Nextel Cup champion will start third in the 500. All right, let's set the outside row now. Dale Earnhardt qualified outside pole in that special tribute to the late Neil Bonnet.
Yeah, that's just one great looking car and a great story, and just a testament to the safety improvements NASCAR's made. Dale's outside, he owns 5 cars in this race. We've got Sam Hornish Jr. with us.
Yes, the 2001, 2002 Indy Racing League champion makes his first Daytona 500 attempt. as he runs full-time in the Busch Series for Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, moving over from open wheel racing.
Yeah, that's a big get for NASCAR to get Sam over here. Also Ricky Hendrick, speaking of the Busch Series, he moves up to the Nextel Cup after 2 years in the Busch Series. As we mentioned before, he's going to run the 17 full-time and allow Terry to keep running the 5 part-time.
Yeah, I'm happy that happened, especially since Terry won a championship in 1996 with the number 5 car. Meanwhile, let's look further back at some of our part-time entries in the field today and other news stories. We've got a new paint scheme and a new driver for the 96. Johnny Benson takes over the McDonald's machine, reuniting him with teammate Ken Schrader, who was his teammate at MBV Motorsports from 2000 to 2002. Meanwhile, Morty Buckles tries to become the first African-American to qualify for the Daytona 500 since Wendell Scott. He's running full-time in the Busch Series for Hank Aaron, as well as limited starts in Nextel Cup.
We got that beautiful 94 Sunoco car running out back there. That's Elliott Sadler in that car. Jamie McMurray back for a second season in the 36. It's going to be very exciting here, see what happens. There's lots of great-looking race cars this year, that's for sure. And they'll look even better on the back of a record.
If you say so, Chip. Anyway, here goes the pace car down pit road. Dale Earnhardt and the car he owns, Sam Hornish Jr., take the green flag here at Daytona. We're racing for the second time on this Thursday.
Pretty even there for them on the start. Dale and Sam, that is. Sam, of course, has to race his way in. Part-time car, so we'll see what happens. I cannot see the 38 car right now. It's all black and white. I don't know why they do that to me, Bill.
Yeah, I think it looks cool, but maybe they were just trying to mess with you, Chip.
Yeah, maybe. I'll tell you what, I do eat a lot of them M&Ms, so maybe they were just trying to hide them from me. I don't know, but I'll tell you what, who do not need to hide right now, it's 16 car Sam Hornish Jr. He's got a great run there on the outside, and although his boss Dale Earnhardt saying pretty good there on the inside. Here comes the 43 of Ty Bodine, got to pull up in front of the 91 of Mayfield, as Hornish going to lead the first lap here in 21:25.
Hornish still up front, as is his owner Dale Earnhardt. Earnhardt actually trying to clear the 38 here of Casey Kane down the front straightaway. We see Earnhardt's teammate Matt Kenseth coming into view as well. White flag in the air, and what a special win that would be for Earnhardt. But first, we hate to say it, but it looks like that Elliott Sadler and Johnny Benson are sadly out of contention for the 500. Morty Buckles currently on the outside looking in as well, although he has a better chance of making up spots as he has not lost the draft. But up front, it does look like Sam Hornish Jr. is going to make the show. He runs in the 5th position, 3 wide there on the outside, as his boss, Dale Earnhardt, leads the race. Dale said he wanted to come down here and make Neil proud this week. He is doing just that. He won this race 10 times in a row in the 1990s. The all-time winningest driver at Daytona International Speedway, the 2-time Daytona 500 winner, Dale Earnhardt, wins the Twin 125, as Morty Buckles, Johnny Benson, and others miss the show.
Man, that's a tough break for those guys, but somebody had to go home. A lot of cars down here at the beach this week.
All right, and here we are. It's the big show, the Daytona 500. Bobby Labonte and Dale Earnhardt start in the front row, though it looks like the 18 car is having trouble getting going. He is really holding up that inside row right now.
Man, I'll tell you what, you got the winning car perhaps, and I don't know what's happening. We're hearing maybe the engine, I don't know.
Well, first of all, let's talk about the drivers who had a worse week than Bobby Labonte. Those are the 6 going home: Morty Buckles, Mike Wallace, Mike Skinner, Ricky Craven, Elliott Sadler, and Johnny Benson. So 2 cars get sent home for Hank Aaron Motorsports. That's a rough speed weeks for them. And yes, we are hearing that the 18 car is going to have to come down pit road here. So that will promote Rusty Wallace to the front row. So that means the 2 Twin 125-mile qualifying race winners will start on the front row, Wallace and Earnhardt. And a reminder, there are 25 additional bonus points for drivers who win races in 2004. That's the only change to the format here with Nextel Cup coming on board But we're very excited about this. Going to put a lot of emphasis on winning. Say, Chip, maybe we'll see some drivers making some aggressive moves to try to win races.
Yeah, that'd be exciting, that's to be sure. Before we get started, a couple more notes here, though. Kerry Earnhardt moves full-time to Winston Cup. Number 14 for A.J. Foyt. We got 3 Earnhardts in the field, father Dale and sons Dale Jr. and Kerry. Man, that's a lot of Earnhardts, especially with how much them Earnhardts have won here at Daytona. And, yeah, it should be a pretty exciting season. I'm ready. Bobby DeBonnie's not ready. He's coming down pit road. And so is that Pontiac pace car here in a moment.
But I'll tell you who's definitely ready. That's the fans. Over 150,000 on their feet here at the World Center of Racing. Green flag in the air, and the 46th Daytona 500 is underway.
Keep in mind, Rusty Wallace, our accidental pole center, is one of those veterans who has never won this race. You know Rusty would love to pull it off.
Yes, Rusty's a Nextel Cup champion without a Daytona 500 win. So is Mark Martin behind him there, the 2002 champion. Although, take a look at this. Shauna Robinson, with help from Steve Park, she's going to try to lead this first lap here and get those 5 Nextel Cup bonus points.
Yeah, Rusty decided to pull up and block Dale, which, I mean, that's a smart call. You never want to let Dale out here at Daytona. You saw what he did in the 125 the other day, but that's allowed Shauna and Steve, and here comes Bill Elliott here to really get a good run. Say we got 4 Nextel Cup champions all in the top 6 right now. Elliott, Martin, Earnhardt, and Wallace there. Here comes Elliott with help from his teammate Mayfield, and Robinson leads the first lap. That's first for a woman in 500. That's exciting.
Yes, very impressive, and perhaps a sign of things to come for Robinson. Here comes Elliott to the inside, as we mentioned, with help from his teammate there, the 91 of Mayfield. And also here comes the 2001 Daytona 500 winner, Ricky Rudd.
Yeah, Ricky excited to see what he could do. Say, one of them Robert Yates cars, his former team, and had technical alliance with there. The 38 of Casey Kane, I'm starting to be able to see that car a little better. Is moving up. Bill was able to get me some M&Ms. I think that helped me out to be able to see that car there a little bit. But here comes Mayfield up to the top of the racetrack as he's going to lead lap 2 here. Although here comes Rudd on the inside with help from Kane and Kyle Petty and Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, how about Kyle Petty? One of those part-time teams had to race his way into the show. And Petty Enterprises, I tell you what, in the last year and a half has made quite the turnaround. And it's very impressive what they're doing. Of course, they won that race last year at Texas with Todd Bodine. And hopeful perhaps of that'll be the first of many for them. And speaking of teams that won races last year, Team Lone Star, the team owned by Jerry Jones that Ricky Rudd and Jeff Green drive for, they got their first win last year. And now Rudd on the outside led momentarily, but here comes Kyle Petty. He's going to lead lap number 3 with Jeff Gordon and Sam Hornish Jr. coming into view here.
Yeah, Jeff Gordon, I talked to Jake Canals earlier today. He thought that was going to be a pretty fast 24 car. Of course, Jeff's already won this race twice, so he knows how to do this. So don't let him out front. Although, how about this? 2 Pennzoil cars, Steve Park and Sam Hornish Jr. to the lead of this 500.
Yeah, Hornish has been very impressive all week here at Daytona. Raced his way into the show. Here comes Park on the inside. We've got now Biffle, Burton, and Dale Jarrett coming with them as well. And 2 of our rookies, Ricky Hendrick and Scott Wimmer, coming into view too.
Yeah, great rookie class this year. Excited to see what they can do. Of course, Scott is actually the most recent winner of a Nextel Cup points race. He won at Homestead, that surprise victory end of the year. Steve Park leads that lap, but not for long. Here comes Greg Biffle and his teammate, Jeff Burton, and that Square D 99 coming to the inside there.
Yes, great run for Burton here. Goes to the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes Ricky Hendrick in his first Daytona 500 start, making some hay up front.
Yeah, Rick's got to be just so proud of his son right now. I tell you who's probably not too proud. That's the crew chief on this 60 car here. Kurt Busch lost a draft, and man, he's getting lapped already. That's really going to break up this pack here a little bit.
Yes, it is. That's going to allow, looks like momentarily, Ricky Hendrick to get out front. Although here comes Steve Park to the inside of Burton. But it looks like Ricky Hendrick is going to lead a lap here at Daytona. But here comes Park. All those Dale Earnhardt Incorporated cars have been great all week. We see his teammate there, Sam Hornish Jr., worked in the inside of Burton's teammate, Biffle. We've got a bit of a 5-car breakaway here up front thanks to Kurt Busch splitting out the pack a little bit.
Yeah, got some big runs happening right now with the limited number of cars up front. So you got number 1 getting pushed by the 16. Here comes 97 back into view. Well, take a look at this. The 16's not going to go as his teammate. He goes to the inside of Park. And Sam Hornish Jr. is trying to lead this Daytona 500 in his first attempt.
Yes, he gets Park at the line there. Meanwhile, lap car of Kurt Busch helping out his teammate Biffle there. We see Earnhardt Jr., defending Nextel Cup champion, works to the inside there. Now leads that third line, looking to the inside of the 42 of Kenny Irwin Jr. And his good friend Matt Kenseth behind him there in the 31 car. Kenseth on a long winless streak all the way back to Rockingham at the start of 2002. Meanwhile, Hornish still leads here with teammate Steve Park behind him. Against all odds, Sam Hornish Jr. has been one of the dominant cars here at Daytona today. Although watch out, the defending Daytona 500 winner Ryan Newman rides behind him.
Yeah, I tell you what, Ryan Newman is very impressive, although watch out too. Kevin Harvick looking for a win here, and Greg Biffle. Dale Earnhardt going for his third 500. Say he's won his previous 2 in even years and in special paint schemes, so maybe he can keep that streak going. But right now it looks like he's content just to push Greg Biffle up the lead, or maybe not. Here goes Dale to make it 3 wide.
Earnhardt goes to the inside of the car he owns and Greg Biffle down the front straightaway. That car was absolutely dominant in the Twin 125 on Thursday. He's going to lead this Daytona 500 for the first time all day. Although, don't look now, here comes Tony Stewart, Jeff Green, Michael Waltrip, and others into the picture there.
Earnhardt has not cleared the car he owns there yet. Well, that may work out, though. May want to try to block Green here. Green's got a great run down the back straightaway. Looks like he was able to break that, but now here comes Tony on the inside with help from, looks like Casey Atwood and Michael Waltrip, and they're nearly 4 wide back there. They at least took a look at it, thought better of it here.
Yeah, you can try 4 wide at Talladega. Here at Daytona, it does not work well at all. Even at Talladega, it doesn't work super well, but some drivers have gotten away with it. Meanwhile, Earnhardt continues to lead here. Stewart now leads that second line, and here comes another of the cars Earnhardt owns, Michael Waltrip, to the inside. Of course, Michael's the most recent winner here at Daytona International Speedway. He won the Pepsi 400 back in July, so he knows how to get around this place, but he would love to get his 3rd career win today in the biggest race of them all.
Yeah, there's no loyalty of their owner in this race, that's for sure. Michael's working the inside of Dale here. Although, watch out, here comes Ricky Rudd, Rusty Wallace on the inside there, trying to get that third line going once again. And how about our championship runner-up from last year, Casey Atwood, up to 3rd place?
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all you point out Casey Atwood, but that one is well-deserved, Chip. He's up to 3rd position. We go on board with Rudd. He's got a huge run of steam here. He's going to pass both Earnhardt and Michael Waltrip 3 wide on the bottom here, and he is going to clear both of them as he goes up to block Waltrip. But is Rusty Wallace now going to be able to get a run on the inside?
White flag in the air. It all comes down to this. I don't know. That was risky to move up to the top block, Dale, but I think you had to do it if you were Ricky. Here comes Rusty, though. He's got a good run. Scott Wimmer trying to go 2 in a row in the Nextel Cup. How about Adam Petty coming into view as well?
And will these lap cars they're coming up on play a factor at all?
I don't know. Looks like Rudd could be in the catbird seat right now. That inside line not materializing too good.
One last try by Rusty Wallace, but he does not have the drafting help. Earnhardt going to push on the back of the 33 car. And for the second time in 4 years, Ricky Rudd wins the Daytona 500 and makes Jerry Jones a winner in both the Super Bowl and the Daytona 500 as an owner.
Man, Ricky Rudd, it's just great to see what he's done there. Great job. Ricky Hendrick, 8th place. Shauna Robinson, 7th. Some great runs by some of our newer drivers. And Ricky Rudd now has a huge lead there over Dale Earnhardt heading into week 2.